His training camps were the stuff of legend. I mean, he would spar 100 rounds a week sometimes, which is just insane.
The data's locked, the cameras are ready, and for the first time, millions will load up Netflix not to binge a series, but to watch two pound-for-pound monsters settle a question that's been simmering for years. Canelo Álvarez puts every super middleweight belt on the table. Terence "Bud" Crawford is chasing history at 168. There's even a cash-on-the-line KO bonus to make sure nobody cruises. This isn't just a fight, it's a stress test for greatness. And if you think size alone decides it, keep listening. Crawford didn't stumble into this moment, he engineered it. The camp footage looks different this time. Thicker shoulders, denser back, legs built for collisions. Reports say he's walking around near 185 while sharpening the thing that scares elites. Change on demand. Southpaw to orthodox without a hitch. Trap, counter, punish. Add weight and you still see the same calm needlework, the same blink and you missed it adjustments that froze Errol Spence and disarmed Madrimov. The risk, every added pound is a negotiation with speed. If he pays too much at the scale, Canelo will collect with interest. Across the ring, Canelo is no longer the teenage flamethrower who tried to overwhelm opponents with combinations. This version is colder, one shot at a time, step inside your rhythm, touch the body, make you doubt the next second. Critics say he's been content to win rounds, not take souls. Others call it mileage management. Thousands of rounds sparred since he was 15, and he's rationing the chaos for when it truly matters. If you think that means the power left, ask Berlanga's legs about that check hook. Ask anyone who exhaled for half a beat with their ribs open. He doesn't need volume when he has timing.
Crawford's about to fight.
Yes, he's going to fight Canelo.
Oh, man.
I just hope he's big enough. I hope he's big enough to keep that dude off him because Canelo hits so hard, man.
That's one dude that, like, I believe all the shit he be talking.
Crawford, yeah. Oh, he's good.
He don't just be saying shit.
They tried to say that, like, Errol Spence was damaged because of what Crawford did to him because he was damaged from the car accident. I'm like, maybe. Or maybe Crawford would have done that 3 years ago. I think he's that good. He's just so skillful. He's so slick. And when he gets, and he's also the best guy in the sport at switch hitting. He'll go from southpaw to orthodox and be just as good and trip you up. Like, you think he's going to start southpaw, he starts orthodox. You prepare for orthodox, he's fighting southpaw. He feels like he's got you timed better orthodox, he'll switch it up.
Even the voices ringside can't agree. Joe Rogan gushes about Bud's switch hitting and believes the size gap won't be the automatic code crash everyone predicts. It's the footwork, the brain, the eagerness to prove can't wrong that keep people hedging. Teddy Atlas counters with the old iron rule. Division physics. You can be a genius at 147 and still feel different at 168 when the trades last a half beat longer. Andre Ward? He's riding with Crawford until somebody shows him a wall Bud can't pick apart. Virgil Ortiz Jr., who's seen Canelo's shots up close, leans redhead simply because jumping 3 classes is like skipping a staircase in the dark. One wrong step and you're on your back. Those splits don't muddy the story, they make it addictive.
Which I think is really interesting. The Crawford-Canelo fight.
Beyond interesting. Fascinating.
Because how does Crawford compete with that size? Crawford is leapfrogging. He goes to super middleweight.
47 to 54 and now to 68.
And the Madrimov fight in 54 is a difficult fight.
Yeah. So who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think he's one of those guys that if you tell him he can't do something, he wants to show you and shock you.
1000%.
I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was when he was young. He uses strength and conditioning. There's very few fighters that just train using skill, just train skills. Like George St. Pierre did that for a certain period of his career.
I wonder if there's anybody left in boxing who trains just using the gym skills. There were a lot of them when I was first involved in the sport who would never have touched a weight.
Right.
You know, they subscribed totally to the notion that that was negative.
Right. And the worst case, I mean, they definitely did calisthenics, but that was it. It was just body weight exercises, you know. Which brings us to Crawford, which I think is really interesting. The Crawford-Canelo fight.
Beyond interesting. Fascinating.
Fascinating. Because how does Crawford compete with that size? And, you know, we have to recognize, okay, well, when Canelo fought Floyd, it was 152 pounds, right? So he had dropped down, which was a struggle for him, which is why Floyd was so brilliant in getting him to go down to 152, because he knew he would be drained.
52.
The mind games already cost the security team at workout. In New York, a chest-to-chest glare turned into a shove, and Dana White shot between them like a bouncer who's been here before. You watched it and wondered the same thing everyone else did. Who needed that moment more? Did Canelo just telegraph that he wants a bully's fight inside, or did Crawford bait him into showing the plan too early? Either way, that brief shove wrote a truth in all caps: nobody is bluffing. So how does Crawford bend a bigger man? He can't try to out-muscle the strong man for 12. He has to make Canelo's feet heavy, then make them late. Start with feints that move the guard but not the boots. Cut a quick angle off the jab, then slide into the blind side before the counter cocks. Touch the body early, not to win the round, but to salt the gas tank. Keep the eyes busy. Show jab, show step, stab to the belt, pivot out. When Canelo sets to fire, Bud can switch mid-exchange. Orthodox hook to Southpaw straight, and leave Canelo punching where he used to be. Make him reset, make him think. Thinking fighters punch less. Fighters who punch less give away minutes, and minutes become rounds. But there's a price to that chessboard. You can't spend the whole night on the back foot and hope Vegas judges love your geometry. You need bite marks on the fight. So Crawford must pick at least 3 moments to bully the bully. Short, planned collisions where he beats Canelo to the spot, ties up on his terms, or clips the exit with a check right hand. He doesn't have to win a brawl, he has to win the argument that he belongs in one. The KO bonus hovering over their heads forces hard choices. If Bud senses Canelo slowing late, that bonus might tempt him to step on risk. He has to know when to snatch it and when to let it pass. Canelo's blueprint is simpler, scarier, and cruel if he gets it right. Narrow the ring without chasing, touch the biceps and hips, not just the ribs. Invest in the arms. Dead arms don't switch hit smoothly. Crowd the pocket with shoulder pressure, then choose your moment to explode with that uppercut hook package that turns eagerness into regret. Make Crawford lean where you want, then meet him with the brick. Above all, own the pauses. Canelo's a master at winning the seconds between punches, staring you frozen, then stealing points with a single heavy touch. If he convinces the judges that the heavier shot is the more honest argument, he can win this fight in 8 moments, not 80. The KO bonus is a double-edged gift for him too. It dangles the finish, but the smartest version of Canelo takes the finish only when the fruit is soft. Otherwise, he harvests rounds and smiles on the way to the bank. Momentum can flip on small human things. If Crawford's extra muscle costs him a half step, Canelo will find it and tax it. If Canelo tries too hard to showcase violence for the Netflix crowd, Bud will turn that eagerness into traps, make him reach, and cash those counter checks. If both guys stay disciplined, you'll get long stretches where nothing big happens. Yet one of them quietly wins the minutes. That's why the shove in New York mattered. It wasn't fake sizzle, it revealed priorities. One man wants respect first, the other wants obedience. Only one can have it. People love absolutes. This matchup rejects them. Rogan's right about one thing. Bud's brain travels well. Atlas is right about another. 168 hits different. Ward trusts the intangible, a will that refuses to blink. Ortiz bets physics over poetry. Stack those takes and you don't get certainty, you get a compass. It points to a narrow path where Crawford must be first and last in exchanges, hide his rests in motion, and make Canelo lift his feet more than his hands. It points to a parallel path where Canelo turns the ring into a hallway, leans on Bud's shoulders, and tells the judges, "Feel the difference." So what happens if Bud pulls it off? He doesn't just beat a great, he solves a riddle 3 weight classes above his birthright and plants a flag nobody's touched in the 4-belt era. If Canelo shuts the door, he reinforces the truth he's been repeating for years, that at 168 you can be elite and still not be enough. Either result redraws lists, rewrites legacies, and breaks the internet in real time. Here's the uncomfortable, thrilling prediction. The first 6 rounds feel like a debate you can't judge yet. Then somebody blinks. Maybe it's a mistimed switch into a counter. Maybe it's a body shot that steals a minute and then the next. The KO bonus will whisper bad ideas into good fighters' ears. One of them will listen for a second too long, and that second will live on replay. Your turn. If you had to bet your pride on one adjustment, just one that decides the fight, what is it? Drop your pick and the single change you think seals it. I'm reading every take, and if you want a round-by-round game plan breakdown for either guy, say the word and I'll build it.